Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills. I'm sorry I am a little bit running late today. I was trying to get a little bit more organized. We'll see how that works because it's me, right? Okay, so it looks like I have my tablet working, but it's going the long way, so I can't always see your comments, but please say hello and tell me you are here. I am hoping I have everything I need. We'll see. Everybody, cross your fingers. Okay. So today I am going to be using things from the Country Florals bundle that includes the dies as well as the sketched butterflies, which I think they're both from the catalog. I was checking to make sure because I've been doing a lot of online exclusives lately. So these are what I'm going to be using, and I did pre-stamp a few things. So I am going to get to the one that I actually have pre-stamped, but I wanted to show you how I did it. So I'm grabbing a piece of basic white, my foam mat, and my silicone mat. Oh, let's do the Stampin' Up! Logo upright. MemoryInkers.com to go shopping, MemoryInkers@gmail to email me. The July 2024 hostess code is ZGHNJ4DG, or you can type out this bit.ly link. Okay, let me zoom in now. I had to get that out of the way, right? That's my commercial. Okay, so one of the things that I found is I have stamped everything in, now I don't know what I do with the stamp. Oh, there it is. Yay. I have stamped everything that I've done in Memento Tuxedo Black. Now, if your ink pad is juicy, it'll probably work. But what I decided was I wanted to have, I'll show you the one I cut out. I wanted this really cute image flipped. And those of you who have seen when I used to do the Stamparatus videos, oh, let's have a moment of silence. Yep, we all miss the Stamparatus. It's heartbreaking, but I wanted it to be flipped over. So what I'm going to do is I found that if I used my basic gray, then it just seemed to work a little better than the Memento pad did. I don't know why. I think maybe I just needed to ink up my Memento, but I didn't want to, I was already late, so I didn't want to be any later. So I'm going to stamp this onto my silicone mat, and I'm going to press it really good. I want it to be, sorry, my friend is texting. Travis, I'm live. I wanted it to be on there really good, and then I'm just going to keep and if you have your Stamparatus, you know that you could do a double-sided image by doing this. You guys have seen it before. If you haven't and you have a stamp positioner, you will see how that's done. Now, I rubbed it really good, so when I flip it over, now I have the reverse image of that that stamp, which I love doing that. I just think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. And I will tell you guys, I think I've told you this before, that I sold my Stamparatus at Mega Meat. I miss it very much. I have bought a really cool replacement item by Sizzix. I do use it. I don't know why I got rid of my Stamparatus. I don't know. It breaks my heart. But anyway, so if you want information on that, I'll send it. I don't sell it, so I don't really want to promote it. Okay, now you're going to see that this is a lot more black. This is very gray. So all I did is I took a little pointy end, let me get that in camera, a little pointy end of a permanent marker, and I am not going to do this for you guys on here, but I basically just went and outlined everything so that I got the black outline. Okay, so then what I ended up with is this. You can see where sometimes my marker doesn't want to mark, and so I've got those squigglies. So it doesn't look perfect because, hello, I drew in the black lines. I have completely lost you guys. Let me see what happened here. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I wonder if my tablet... No, I have plenty of juice on my tablet. I'm hoping y'all can see me. Okay, something's wrong. Facebook is being updated. I hate when this does it. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something with my tablet. So, I'm sorry. I cannot see your comments. But I'm hoping that this is still working. Because this is a really cool card. And I will be bummed if this doesn't work. So, can somebody say you can see me? Would somebody comment? I'm looking. I see I'm being watched. Somebody give me a thumbs up, a heart, or something. I don't know why I can't see anything. It says comment with stars. I don't want star comments. Oh, anyway, we're gonna hope this is working. I'm hoping. I can't see your comments, but I just saw someone else pop on. So, all right, everybody, cross your fingers and toes. So. Now what I want to do is I want to color this piece to sort of kind of match this piece. So I kept it all out. So I've got a bunch of different colors here that I've been using. I've got both of the old olives. I have the light lemon lime twist, the light paper pumpkin, both of the bubble gums, and I believe this is daffodil. No, it's lemon lolly. So, those are all the colors that I'm using today. And let me see, what am I going to do? I'm starting with the light bubble bath. And I'm going to color in the rose images. Now, because this is not stays on, I'm kind of doing a dabby technique rather than a spready technique. At least it's at the start, because I don't want it to smear, and there's no guarantee that it won't when you do this. So I just want you guys to see how I made different colors. You guys have seen me use the blends before, so I already colored a bunch of stuff. So I don't want to get into like super big detail. Then I'm taking this is light paper pumpkin, and I'm just adding some color here and there just to give my flowers some kind of a look that makes them like those pretty two-toned roses that we see out in the world. So basically you get the idea for that. And then you take I'm not doing them completely, you guys, because I already have one done for you. So then I'm just going to blend over that. And yes, now I am going kind of swirly. So, but I'm still not using a lot of pressure. Okay. Now for the leaves, I'm going to do those real quick too. I did those first in light old olive. I'm going to do these up here because you can see them the best. So I just went in and colored them all in like so. I also lined all the sticks, okay, but I wanted to give them a little more depth, so I took the dark old olive and just added some shade. Now look how dark that looks. That just looks so incredibly dark when you first started out. So that is why the blends are so cool. I'm hoping I'm in camera range. I'm going to zoom back out in a minute because I can't see because it didn't work. But see how nicely that blended again? And then my other tip for this is for the yellow on these flowers, because I know it's going to cut it out, and there'll be a lot of white around it. I literally spun around it kind of like that and didn't worry too much about going outside the lines. I hope that makes sense. So basically that's how I did the coloring, but I wanted to cut it out, but the die isn't going to cut this out, right? Because it's backwards. So let me find the one that I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's going to worry me. I colored one really pretty for you guys. And, shoot. Give me a second. Give me a second. It is here. I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to have to finish that one. And, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. But you see, I've got that. I've got that. I've got some butterflies. Maybe I am wrong. Now I know that I did because I took the time. There it is. This was the one. I've lost my mind. Anybody want to come with me? So this was actually the one that I took the time to color the black in. That's why I'm confused. I forgot what I was teaching. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to zoom out because oops, I just zoomed in more. Oh, I guess I do need to stay zoomed in so you guys can see this next part. So, I'm sorry. I do have to finish coloring. I'm sorry. I do. So, let me get that done. Because I'm going to show you how to cut this out with the die, even though it's a backwards image. So, I just want to finish what I was doing. Anybody feel like they're watching paint dry? Oh, see, I did this on the last one too. I colored there. I didn't do it on this one, but I colored there and there isn't a leaf there. So I just turned it into a leaf just now. And I can promote that by taking my black marker and giving it a leafy outline. There. Now, no one will know. Except you guys. You guys will know. So, taking the light one and coloring these all in where I went and added again. And I got to finish my yellows before I cut it out. Okay, that one. Don't want to miss him. All right. So now I have those all done up for you. What is the weather like by you guys? It is so muggy here. So muggy. All right. So here is what I am doing. All right. Taking a foam mat. Taking my thing. I want to make sure I'm in camera. Yep. I'm going to zoom even in a little bit more. So here we go. And I am going to take the die and flip it over. Now I can line it up, right? I can see where I want it to cut out. Then I'm going to take my, take your pick tool, the pokey end, and I am literally going to, oops, hold this in place, and I'm going to poke all along the edges. I mean, do as many or as, because they're not going to be part of what's cut because it's cutting here, not out here. So you're safe. But, I mean, you want to try to get it as close to where you think you want it. And you've got to hold it pretty tight because it wants to slip when you press it down. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on the die with my left hand right now. And you just keep going around as much as you want. I like to try to get into where it dents in or pops up because I think that makes it a little bit easier. Oh, don't move. It did, it moved. Okay, that's all right. It's still not going to show, so we're good. Okay, so now I have all those holes poked, right? So now when I flip it over, you guys can see all the holes poked. And then I can line this up with those poked holes. And I'm going to grab some Post-it note tape. And when I get this where I think it is lined up with those pokey holes, it's not going to be perfect. So get over yourself. It's not going to be perfect. Then I can take it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and cut it out. So now I've cut it out, and here's where we see if the magic actually happened. Look at that. That is pretty impressive, right? I mean, look, I think it cut out better than when I did it the other way. It might have, I don't know. So remember, you poke it. So I'm going to move these so I don't lose them. All right. So now I have all of my pieces that I was going to die cut ready. And all the things that I've colored are ready. So I'm going to move those out of my way. And I'm going to zoom back out so you guys can see more of what I'm doing. Okay. So my card base is basic white. And I am going to use my Memento and this scrap because there is one more thing I want to stamp, and that is the sentiment, which is from that pretty little butterfly set, sketched butterflies. And I'm going to punch it out with, oh, I put it right next to me. That's why I lost it. With this really cool label, labeled with love. But this is long, and I don't want it that long. So I'm going to show you another trick with that. I think I'm going to use the other side of that flower, since we won't be seeing it. There we go. Stamped it upside down, but it doesn't matter because I'm punching it out, right? So now I am going to line this up to one side where I think I want it and try to make it centered this way. You know how I feel about perfection. I mean, but do your best because, you know. All right. So like I said, now it's a little longer than I want it to be. It's not a big deal because I am going to put a butterfly on this side, so I don't really have to do this, but I'm going to take this and see how I'm grabbing it with my other hand, and I'm going to pull it until it is through, but about the same evenness. I don't know if you guys can tell that on video, but then when I punch it, it punches it out, and now I have a smaller label. Cool, right? So, and that can be done with pretty much all of our punches, you know, that would make sense for, of course. All right, so now I'm going to do my background. Looks like I have a piece of dimensional stuck on that one. Okay. All right, so now I want to do a background because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a fence, and that's what all of these pieces here are for. I am making a picket fence, but I want you to notice when I punch these out, I picketed it wrong. They're going this way, and they should be going that way. But it's okay. I'm going with it. I'm going with it because I did them all. Because I actually punched them with a retired, one of our retired label ones. But you can take it and punch. I'll show you the card that's finished, and that'll make more sense to you. So there's going to be a fence on here. And so I want grass and I want blue sky. So I am going to start with Old Olive and my blending brush, my green blending brush. I hope you guys are commenting, even though I can't see them right now. I promise you I will go and look at them. So anyway, I'm going to make this so it is grass. And I know that my pickets are just shy of 3 inches. So I'm going to try to keep my coloring. So I'm down a little bit here. I hope I'm in camera. So I'm going to try to stay in a 3-inch. I'm not panicked about it though, you guys. Like, don't, it's art. It's not rocket science or brain surgery, or as some of my friends like to say, rocket surgery. Okay, so, and I like the little darkness because it's going to show through this fence that I'm doing. So I like that because, I don't know, maybe you've got perfect grass, but we don't. And my husband is like really good at what I jokingly tell him, picking up sticks and taking care of our yard. So there we go. So now I'm going to take Balmy Blue and I'm going to make a sky. Now I do want my sky to be light because it's a summer day. It's a happy, this is a happy birthday card. I don't want it to be like a storm. So I'm going to start off of the edge and just get some blue color. And look how when you're not careful, can you see clouds? I see clouds. I can see clouds in that. Now that bothers me a little bit, but I'm not going to panic about it. It's no big deal. But look at how easy that was. Super with some swirlies, and I got a cloud effect. All right, so play with your toys. All right, so now I am going to put on my pickets, which are backwards pickets, but that's okay. And I have our awesome adhesive strips, foam adhesive strips, number 141825. Sorry, I don't know the price. I'm assuming like 8. But they could be $8.50. They could be $9. I don't know. So I like to use these because I want these to stay up. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. Let me zoom again real quick. Can you guys see the texture? That is in the paper. So hold on, let me go down. So when you're putting your strips on, make sure you do it the right way. And that paper is called, it's a specialty paper, wood textured. Like, duh, I should have known that, right? And they are 12 by 12. And yes, you can color them, but obviously I want a white picket fence. Now I pointed that out because the opposite side is not textured. So I'm going to take a minute and make sure that I'm putting the foam on the back of the not textured side. And let me grab my snips. And I'm going to go ahead and get these all foamed up. Okay. I should have done a few of these in advance. I'm sorry that you're having to watch me do this, but I did color a lot and cut out a lot for you guys. So there's that. By the way, I have 5 of these and they are 3/4 of an inch. Nope, they're 1/2 inch. They are 1/2 inch wide and they started out 3 inches long. And then, like I said, I punched them out to get the little design, which, like I said, I used the wrong side. Let me show you the punch. You guys probably have it. I used this side. I should have used that side. Duh. But hey, and that was called Banner Pick-a-Punch. And it is retired. I don't know if it's on the clearance rack. But that's what I used. Okay, and this last one, I'm looking for the texture, in case you forgot why I keep flipping them around. And I guess I'll use this little piece up there. All right, so now I do have 2 other pieces that I will explain. Those are part of the fence also. So now I'm going to set this on here, and I'm going to try to go, I know it's 4 inches, so I'm going to look for the center. So if you've got this awesome glass mat, you know that those are marked out. So here is the center right here. And I'm going to put something heavy on it, my awesome diamond. And I will start. Okay, that's my son texting. This time letting me know he's coming home from my daughter's. He took her for her paracentesis today. He stayed with her until she fell asleep. He's such a good boy. I'm so grateful. So now I'm lining this up. And you want to try to be straight. I mean, you know how I am about that kind of stuff. I'm just not very good at it. But it's pretty straight, right? but I am lining it up with the bottom. So I did the center one, and then I'm going to do the two ends, and I am doing them right to the edge. So these are a little easier to line up. I shouldn't have said that so fast, right? So there. That looks like it's a little high. Pardon my head, which is probably popping in and out of camera view. My son went and spent the night at Brittany's house last night so they could spend a little time together, because we know after she has this, she always wants to go do all these like run errands because she has people with her, but then she comes home and crashes, and she'll be out all day. So we just leave her be with her puppy and her kittens, and she's got people, like, don't panic, she does have people who are checking on her and stuff. So now I'm going to center these, and I'm not perfectly perfect about it. I know that if I were building an actual fence, I'd probably be a little more careful, but you guys get the idea how, and that one looks a little crooked, but it's all right. Hey, maybe the fence has been up for a while. I don't know, you guys. Oy, oy, oy. All right. So now I have my pickets on there, right? Now what I want to do is, you know, fences have slats going across, and it's the same thing. I want to make sure I'm using the embossed side up. So I'm going to kind of guess where I want it to go. You can measure this if you want. I don't know. It's about, it looks like about a 1/2 inch, but not quite. So what I'm going to do is, since that's a 1/2 inch, I will take this piece and I will just hold it down there so I can see where to put some adhesive right on these pickets. Then I can pick this up and set it on there, and then do basically the same thing on this side. I know I want it about right there, so I'm going to slide it down a little bit, try to make it straight, and let myself have a guide to where I am putting my next part of the picket. And I'm doing this first because the card I'm putting it on, this piece is only 4 inches wide, and the card, of course, will be 4 1/4. So I'm looking to see, sorry, I gotta eyeball this. They're not perfectly straight. All right, but there you go, see? And then I can flip it over and I can trim off these pieces right there. So now I have a fence. I'm hoping you guys are liking this. It's really driving me crazy that I can't see your comments, but please comment anyway, please. So now I have my 2 flowers that match, and they are going to go, let me see, did I pop those up? I did. They are going to go on dimensionals, and I'm using minis because I am trying to make sure that I can get them to fit, and I want the pop dots to land on the pickets of my fence. All right, so those are going to go right there. So when I put my glue dots on, I can see, and I keep testing it. I don't know about you guys, but I keep like going, okay, it's going to go there, so I can put another one here. And then I'm going to put one up here. There is a big gaping hole, so I don't want a lot, but I just want a few just to make my flowers pop up. And then normally I think this would go like that, but I'm going to put more flowers on it, so I'm kind of making it a little bit crooked. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing with this size, but do not assume, especially if you're me, that you made these perfectly the same. So still, like, use your guide, use your head when you're putting these glues on. Glues, dimensionals is what I'm saying. Okay, let's see, those are there. Then I can put one here. You might be able to figure out a way to do more than what I'm doing, but you see why I'm using the minis. because I didn't want the big ones to take up too much space there. And I'm going to try to mimic what I've done on this side. Now I've got this one, and that one is going to go. So this is a very pretty fence. We're going to assume that this flower is in a flower pot and it's spilling over. And these, I probably should have put them a little bit lower, but it's okay. So this one, I am going to use regular dimensionals on because it's going to be going pretty much across, there's no T in across, Carrie. None. Okay. And maybe one right there. I don't know why this table is creaking so much. It's very weird. Okay, so now I have all those popped up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and glue this to my card front before I forget. So you know, I've pre-scored, and I've told you guys a million times about pre-scoring. My lighting is weird. The weather is so weird. I think I mentioned that earlier, that it's so. I'm in my basement, and normally my basement, although basements are humid, we have a dehumidifier, but it's usually really cool down here, and it is cooler than upstairs, even though we have the air conditioner running at 10 degrees. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I mean, we have it on, but everybody's using their ACs, so I guess that's what's going on. But down here, I mean, I'm not running it right now because I'm on video, but I run a fan, and the air conditioner is like, I don't know, what would that be, 5 feet that way, blowing down on me, and I'm still warm even down here. But that could be just me, because with my back issues and things, I struggle a lot with humidity. I don't know, is anybody else like that? I am definitely not one to like humidity. So now I'm going to put my happy birthday sentiment on there, and I love that I didn't waste this piece. So I'm going to put the wishing you a happy birthday. Let's see if that is straightish. It is off slightly. It is off slightly that way, and that's because I am going to put this butterfly over there, this bigger one. I'm going to use the little one too, but the bigger one is going to go over here. So you see, I could have left that longer because the butterfly could have been on it, but I didn't want to. So now I'm just going to put one right there. And I know you guys are thinking, Carrie, you're not doing anything to the wings. No, I'm not this time. I'm not. So I'm going to just put that one right there. And it's already so cute. So cute. But I am going to grab the blooming pearls. And I am going to add a few pearls. Let's see, that one I did in pink. So I think this one I will do in the gold. And I'll show you the other one in just a second, you guys. So, whew, I love it. I hope you guys love this. I hope you guys love it. Here's the other one. Different butterflies. Well, these are the same, but I made that one really dark. It says I have 2 comments. Someone said hello. Looks like it was Susan, but I can't. I'll look in a minute, but let me zoom in on these for you guys. There you go. Now see, I made the sky darker on that one, and on this one it's much lighter. So, I mean, I guess it's a personal preference thing for you, whether or not you like the sky darker or lighter. I think I might like it darker, actually, which is strange. But my grass is darker on this one, which I like better. What are you going to do? So, okay, so thank you for watching. Again, my name is Carrie. I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. You can go shopping at my Stampin' Up! Website, MemoryINKers.com. And in July 2024, please use the hostess code Z30 GHNJ4DG. All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. Try to stay cool. Bye.